One thing you need in life that you probably don't know you need. One thing that's going to change your life for the better that you probably don't know is going to change your life for the better. One thing that is a non-negotiable if you want to be successful in this life that you probably haven't thought about yet is deeper than money. It's deeper than starting a business. It's deeper than getting a career. It's deeper than getting married. It's deeper than having kids. It's deeper than having good health or building a good body. It's your mission, brother. It's your purpose. It's what you were sent here to do. Now, listen. Let's do an exercise. I want you to fast forward. Let's say you're blessed and highly favored by God and you live a long life. And you live to see 95 years old. I want you to fast forward to age 95. I want you to ask yourself this question. What is it that you have to do or accomplish in your life starting now that will cause you to be able to say when you are 95 years old that you are proud and you are fulfilled and you know with certainty that you gave everything you had to express the highest version of yourself to the world and benefit the world and impact people to your highest potential? What could you build today that will cause you to look back on your life with no regrets? What could you build today that could cause yourself at age 95 to say, I gave this all I had. Not only did I give it all I had, I did it. I accomplished it. I am proud, happy, and fulfilled. Look at what I've done. I don't think anyone's ever asked you this question before. So let's think about it for a second. At the end of your life, is a number in your bank account going to make you proud and fulfilled? And is it going to make you feel like you have done everything you possibly could have done in this life to make the world better or to express who you really are? I don't think so. Maybe money will help you do that. Don't get it twisted. We're all out here earning money. There's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with having money as a goal. What I'm trying to say here, essentially the gist of what I'm trying to say here is that if you really want to make the most money, you have to have something above money. You have to put money in its place, behind your mission. There's a few other things that money goes behind as well, like health, family, God, spirituality, whatever it is that you believe in. But we're going to talk about your mission today, right? So we already know having all these numbers in your bank account is not going to make you feel accomplished as a 95-year-old person, right? What would make you feel accomplished? Would it be just having a good family? Possibly. Would it be having good health? Possibly. Would it be having great life experiences and being contented with the things that you've done and, you know, the places you've been? Possibly. But what could be beyond all of those things? Well, first, nothing says that you can't have a combination of those, number one. Number two, the real point that I'm hitting on here. How could you impact the world in a way that left a legacy? How could your goals be bigger than yourself? How in what way could you say, I'm going to change the world, even if it's just one person at a time, right? And sometimes changing the world doesn't have to be, you don't have to be Martin Luther King or Gandhi. You don't have to be, you know, this huge religious leader or anything like that. There's so many different ways you can change the world and impact people if you prioritize it, right? And let me tell you something, the people who are making the most impact in this world are getting paid the absolute most. If you think someone could possibly be worth $500 million or $1 billion and they don't impact the world in a positive way, you're dead wrong. For example, you could hate Elon Musk all you want. There's a lot of people right now whose lives are better because they're driving that Tesla. Just food for thought, right? So, have you ever thought about that, brother? What thought have you given into what you have to offer to the world? A few questions I want you to ask yourself. What are you naturally good at that could help someone else? What skills could you develop that could help other people? What skills do you have that could help other people? What is it that you believe in? Something that you want to change in the world that you think should be different? What kind of visions do you have for the future that could benefit not only you but others? Take stock of who you are, what value you have, and what value you bring and can provide to the world. Take stock of what could make you valuable to other people, right? And don't forget about your ideas. Your ideas are so important, because sometimes an idea will come to you, and that idea, if you took it seriously, could change a lot of people's lives, could change the world. You got to think, like, everything started off as an idea. Amazon started off as an idea. Jeff Bezos, right? We'll talk about something that's not about money, like Mother Teresa. Her mission started off as an idea, right? Like, everything. Think about everything that you touch that benefits you every day. The cars you drive, the buildings that you live in, the bed that you sleep on. All these things were ideas. And the people who are pumping out these beds, for example, day by day, giving the world beds to sleep on so they're comfortable and they don't have back problems, their businesses all started with an idea. All the nonprofits in the world that are operating started off as an idea. So that idea you have, it could change some lives, brother. You got to put it into action, right? So I want to give you guys a real life example right now. If you watch some of my other videos, you might know that I've tried 20 different businesses. 10 of them made money, whether that's $500, whether it's thousands of dollars, right? 10 of them did not even get off the floor. Okay, cool. All those businesses I started, all those businesses you started, Max, why you not rich yet? Why you don't got it yet? Why you not a millionaire yet? Let me tell you, I had a mission. I have a mission that I was ignoring. I have a mission that I wasn't taking seriously. I have a mission that I didn't fully adopt into my life and get behind. And until I got behind that mission, things were kind of stalling for me. There was like a blockage right there. Let me tell you what my mission is. I sat down and I took stock of everything that I have to offer the world. What am I good at? What value do I have to provide? What things can I do that can benefit other people? What life experiences have I lived that other people can benefit from? And I realized something. As much as I felt like I wasn't where I wanted to be in my life, I realized I was a few steps ahead of a lot of other people. I realized I had a lot of knowledge and information that could benefit myself if I was 18 again. So why would I not pass that to someone else who's 18 right now? I thought back about my business that I started in the music marketing space. I thought back about why that worked for me to the degree that it worked. And I realized I wasn't the best music marketer out there. I also realized I wasn't the best business person when it came to running an online agency out there. What was I good at? Making content. What was good about my content? Everybody loved how much I taught them and educated them. And instead of just getting on a podcast and preaching like everyone else was doing, I was actually getting into the trenches and showing them step by step how to do it. Right? People were calling my 60-second reels on Instagram, they were calling them like a mini course. That's the amount of value they were getting. And so a lot of other things went into it. I sat down and actually talked to ChatGPT about it. And I figured out that the best thing I could possibly do to offer value to the world was mentor the next generation of youth who were in the situation now that I was in before. Right? I thought, okay, how could I do that? How could I pop out and be a life coach and start that kind of business when, I'm still working on my own personal life? Universe said, don't worry about that, brother. God said, don't worry about that. You're thinking too far ahead. Let's get in front of the people first. Let's get in front of these young men first. YouTube channel. And don't think you got to be on level 10 in order to start talking to these young men. You could be on level 7. If they're on level 2, level 3, they need the information that you have. So reach your hand back and give. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm telling you that not to make this about me or to preach. I'm telling you that because I went through this process with myself. I had to sit there and ask myself, what value can I provide the world? I had to sit there and ask myself, when I'm 95 years old, what would make me proud of myself? What would make me know and be fully confident that I gave everything I possibly could to this world and I left the world a better place because of it? And I was rewarded handsomely in the process. What would make me sit down and be like, I did the right thing when I'm 95? Sit down like what I did was right and correct to me, and I know this is what needed to be done, and I did it. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people who reach the end of their life and are full of regrets. I should have did this. I should have took advantage of this opportunity. Look what that person accomplished. I could have did that, but I didn't. I didn't take the leap. I didn't think about it. I was scared. I was nervous. I had anxiety. Whatever was holding them back. There are also people who have done things and accomplished a lot of things and who have lived a life that a lot of people think is successful. But a lot of them look back on it and say, you know what? I wasn't necessarily proud of what I did. I don't feel like I did everything I could have done. There's a higher version of me. I should have did something different. And if you don't want that to be you, it's a simple process. Find a mission that's bigger than yourself. Commit yourself to that mission that is bigger than yourself. Dedicate yourself to that mission that is bigger than yourself and accomplish it. And do that thing. And when you do that thing, fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process. And you're going to have an amazing life. And at the end of it all, even if you don't get all the way where you thought you wanted to go, be confident that you left it all on the floor. Be confident that you got out here every day and did your absolute best. And that there was no possible way in one lifetime you could have done anything better, because you left it all on the floor. And I think if we can do that together as brothers, I can do that for me in my life, and you can do that for yourself in your life. I think we'll live a happy and fulfilled life. And I think when we reach our old age, we're gonna be satisfied. We're gonna be fulfilled. And when we move on from this life, they're gonna remember our name, bro. They're gonna remember our name, bro. Like how they remember Muhammad Ali. Like how they remember Jesus. Like how they remember the kings and queens. Like how they remember all the great people, the philosophers, the artists, the authors, the Beethovens, the Mansa Musas, the Shaka Zulus, right? Bob Marley, Marcus Garvey. They're gonna remember our name, brother. So let's build something that's gonna last more than a lifetime. Let's get our mission and our purpose dialed in, and let's make it real.